Alrighty, welcome back to the Slack podcast, the third episode in our quarantine specials. This episode, we're featuring most of the movies Are the Future Family, R.I.P., which, if you never heard it back in its heyday, is the ultimate movie-obsessed podcast experience, a show that I think we can say proved that movies are the future. But this podcast right here is Slack, the Australian podcast where usually 5 former improvisers each bring a topic of conversation before they meld them all together into a drunk radio drama. But because of the pandemic, this is now essentially an excuse for people to get onto Discord and film it for your amusement, presumably with drinks, Avengers Age of Ultron. Sometimes, I assume there'll be a discussion of Batman Forever and why.
Oh yeah, Batman Forever is the topic.
Why Batman Forever will remain forever the best Batman.
It still is. It still is.
That's right. If you missed last week's episode, you can check it out on youtube.com/theslopshack, slopshack.com, all your favorite audio podcast services like SoundCloud and iTunes and Spotify and all that good stuff. Tonight, our crew of slackers includes, I'm going to try and, I don't know what your guys' order is, but I'm going to go from how I see it. We have immediately above me, Chief Heath Moran.
Hey!
Welcome to the show. First
good
time
to be here.
movie. Then we have, to my right here, we have Mella Fella, Jaden Mellars. Welcome. He just finished some painting, that thing you see behind him.
That was me.
That's an original Jaden.
I've never even touched
It's a Jaden painting.
That's right. Invite us to
Easy.
gallery next time when the pandemic's over.
Yeah, bro.
Did you just hang the banana skin on the chair
I
behind
did.
you?
I thought you saw that.
Fuck's sake.
That's so nasty. What the hell?
Bro,
That's
So I
art.
don't judge your room.
if this
Heath,
is
don't
how we're
judge
gonna
mine.
be when we live together, mate, you're out of it.
So when I've got a 6-pack from all the bananas I've been eating, and you guys are like 300 kilos, come back and
What?
Wait,
And then
your
all the
bananas
skin's
come in
hanging
6?
off your fucking bed frame.
I
At
don't
least
know
I
what
live in
either
a
you said,
swamp.
but I
Bro,
can't hear
your
you
art
on my
exhibition is gonna
8-pack
be like,
of
yep,
abs.
day 1 banana.
My massive biceps are too loud. I cannot hear you. I can't hear you.
Shut the
And then from Instagram.com/movies_of_the_future, we have Declan Wilson up here somewhere, about there. And then next to him, Dragon Salmon, who is also the creator of Epic Movie. I'm forgetting what the actual the underscores are
Don't
and how it
worry,
all fits together.
It's dead, so don't worry about it.
Well, it's still there. It's
It's
somewhere
still there for the viewing, but you know.
Heath and Jaden, if you have anything you want to plug, let us know. I don't know if you guys are doing OnlyFans these days.
Yeah,
OnlyFans,
I'll make one if I get enough. Yeah,
Bro,
anyone wants
Comment
to-
below if Jaden should make an
I'll
OnlyFans.
do
Bro,
it.
$50,000 heading your way, man.
100%.
50,000.
That's pretty cheap.
Jaden.
As much JobKeeper money as we can donate.
Every JobKeeper payment you get just comes to me.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It doesn't even go into my account.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on this episode. It's basically going to be like a movies special where we're going to talk about movies, maybe some TV shows, maybe some other things. We'll see how it goes. We each bring a topic of conversation essentially, and we have some drinks. What are you guys drinking this episode?
I have got a Canadian Club classic. So
Corona. Keep
Wow,
on
we've all got different drinks. I like this.
Yeah.
Didn't they stop?
I'm going to pour my Dark and Stormy in front of you guys as the first section of the episode happens. So every episode starts with a joke, and we play the nose game to see who does the joke of the episode.
Dragon.
Jaden.
Definitely Jaden. So Jaden, you can start us off with the joke of the episode.
Ah, shit. Nobody prepared me for
Your
this. one.
painting?
Hold on, mate. Hold on. That's a masterpiece.
No, don't worry. I love
Doesn't
it.
even have to be a joke. Could be a funny thing that happened to you recently, or you can just Google jokes on Reddit. It's up to you.
I have time to Google.
Tell the
Shit.
funny banana peel on the bed frame joke.
That is pretty funny. Look. Shit. Yeah, look.
Just put the banana on the floor and slip on it.
Yeah, we just do this.
Oh, fuck.
That was even funny. That's just this is awkward.
That
Let's go. Let's move on.
Nah,
Maybe
that's
I'll
good.
go next
Joke of the
topic.
podcast.
The joke
That's
is
all
me.
right.
Me showing
The joke
up.
is
the
you.
joke.
Like the Kathy Kim intro.
Everyone start laughing now.
Oh, this hurts.
Fantastic. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the topics. We're gonna start basically in the order that I went through everyone's introduction. So Heath, in case you leave halfway through the podcast, like you said you would, it's your turn to go first.
Go ahead.
Go.
All right.
Shit. All right. So I was having a bit of issue. I was having a little bit of issues with the whole coming up with a topic idea. So in this like moment of pure fear that you've put me in,
Punishment for joining late.
Be true. Well, my topic is surrounds the like coronavirus pandemic and movie delays because I thought that would be a really good idea as a topic.
Did you just come up with that? Because no one else has heard it.
I did.
That's purely original. Holy shit!
I just came up with that idea as a topic. I think we should talk about.
Look, it's a good way to start, sort of set some context for where we are.
What's going on with movies at the moment? Nothing. And why is that? Let's all talk about it on Heath's segment.
Coronavirus.
What's the intro? Graphic?
Heath.
Jaden, get your guitar. You're gonna play his custom intro songs for everyone.
It's in the corner, but
Please play little intro songs.
that's
A
shit
little
like
tune.
guitar from like grades. All right, fine. Hold on.
Yeah, what was the last movie you guys saw in cinemas before it all went to shit?
Oh gosh,
This is specifically for Heath because Heath's the only one who's gonna know this. Oh, hold on.
Oh, here we go.
All right. That's all you get.
Oh, thanks, man.
that's it. Oh, what a tease.
Is
Yeah,
that Sticky Fingers or something?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wow, you're right. I was actually right.
No, it's not actually Sticky.
Oh, I was.
It's not Sticky.
It will remain a mystery.
What was the question?
I just asked, based off Heath's topic, what the last movie you guys saw in cinemas was.
Invisible Man.
Oh shit.
The Way Back.
The Way Back. Oh wow, I forgot about that movie entirely.
I saw a stupid Bloodshot.
Dude, I think mine was Bad Boys for Life.
Holy crap!
Yikes.
Ew. Yuck.
Hey,
Tragic, yeah.
I like Bad Boys for Life, so
Yeah,
I'm,
well,
just
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
like,
That
I
was
heard it was
fun.
pretty good.
I'm clearly not the only one.
It's
So many
literally
people
fat
like
shaming
it.
for like an hour and a half.
Just making fun of Martin Lawrence's
Yeah.
obesity.
Legit.
So, objectively, which one of those movies was the best? Invisible Man.
Invisible Man, I reckon.
I haven't
I
seen
didn't see The
any
Way
of
Back.
these movies.
Yeah, I'd probably go Invisible Man.
Yeah.
So then, what is the best movie you've seen that's been released this year?
Oh, Gentlemen,
Gentlemen.
easy.
Gentlemen, yeah, Gentlemen. Was that
Hell
released
yeah.
this year? Was that not released last
Yeah.
year?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, baby.
So, if the Oscars were to happen next month, The Gentleman would win Best Picture.
It was
Bloodshot.
so
What are you
good.
talking about? Bloodshot.
One shot.
Yeah. It'd be a tie for Bloodshot and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Did Bloodshot make any money? Like,
I don't think it did.
Loses money.
China loves Vin Diesel, but obviously China was shut down for this movie, so sorry, no Vin for you.
well, China was the first market to go, really. So
Yeah.
a lot of these movies, just like Doolittle, just died.
But Doolittle deserves it.
Have you guys seen it? Have you guys actually watched it?
Yeah, I want to see it, but I don't want to spend any money on it.
Was Doolittle this year or last year?
It was this year.
Yeah, it was a January something release.
Yeah.
I purely watched the bit where he gives a dragon an enema.
That's right. Yeah, I heard about that.
Which is just as awesome as it sounds. Highly recommend watching that.
Isn't that the same scene of when there's so much wind coming at Robert Downey's face? Isn't that the same?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Jeez, I gotta watch it.
Anyways, yeah, Heath, what are your thoughts on the industry?
On the industry?
Yeah, your topic. What are your thoughts?
On the entire film industry?
Yeah,
Pile on
start top
everything.
to bottom.
Your thought on
Everything that
every
got
single
delayed.
thing cinema related.
So go in order of the hierarchy.
Go alphabetical.
so-
order.
Yeah.
So back in, I think it was the 30s, The Wizard of Oz was the first film released in Technicolor. No, I don't know. It's it's kind of tragic. Like I was talking to Declan and Dragon today, and we were talking about how like cinemas reopening in like around July in Australia, and like what the hell they're going to play because nothing's coming out till like October.
Yeah. Which
So,
would be a
like-
great chance to play some older movies.
I would be so keen on that.
Yeah.
There are movies that I've been putting off watching just out of laziness, and if they came in cinema, I'd 100% go.
Dude,
And
like,
they would make money. They would
excuse-
100% make money from that.
Yeah, and an excuse to play some classics like the old Star Wars movies, like Die Hard that I just saw last year. So
You've seen it? I thought you hadn't seen it.
Watch the commentary where Dragon watches it for the first time on.
where I thought the whole time they was in Japan.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
How?
because like before watching it, I thought it was Japan because the tower name, I forgot what the tower name was. already,
Nakatomi
but-
Plaza.
Yeah, so I thought it was Japan, but then they were like, "Welcome to LA." I was like, "Wait, so it's not in Japan?"
Wild.
Come to Japan.
Yeah.
Have a few laughs. Yeah. Yeah. No. Speaking of the movies that were coming out, there was like an article released, I think, a couple of days ago, where like the head of someone from Screen Australia was like, "We're really looking at Tenet to be the film to bring everyone back because it's really the only big blockbuster."
Oh,
left."
bro.
Bro, no. The only movie that's allowed to be released between now and 2021 is Dune. That's it. Nothing else is allowed to come out. Nothing else is allowed to even remotely compete for being Best Picture.
Oh, but Tenet looks sick. But
Shut up.
I'd be willing for Dune. Dune looks fucking dope.
Dune's not gonna move. I think Dune's gonna be fine. The question is whether it gets the sequel that they keep saying it'll have.
Surely, my man.
Dune 2049.
Did not make any money.
I don't care.
Great movie though. I would go back and rewatch that in the cinemas, like Dragon was saying.
Yes.
Classic movies.
That's like my top pick for if movies would come. If the movies.
I
come
never
back.
got to see Dunkirk in the cinema, so I'd want to see that.
Yeah, IMAX.
Yeah.
So here's my question: is how they've been talking about how they'll reopen cinemas, but they'll do like the seating pattern where everyone's like distance from each
Yeah.
other. Does that mean that if this like 5 of us went to a movie, we'd be sitting a seat apart from each other, or is it
No.
just like groups of people?
I reckon we sit in a V, one person here and two. For
And then just
optimization.
someone's getting popcorn thrown to the back of their head. the
Yeah,
whole
that's
time.
like,
No,
"Oi,
you'll be allowed to
have a
sit in
popcorn."
groups, surely, because that's what they're doing with like other stuff, right? You can like go somewhere if
Yeah.
you're like in a certain amount of groups, and then people will just be like, "Oh yeah, we all live together," and then like 30 people sit together. Yeah, we all live in the
Yeah.
same house.
Wait, is it households or is it
I think
families?
it's house- I think
That's
it's
how they do
house-
it.
Yeah, right now it's household.
Household.
Oh,
If
'cause
you're like
I-
flatting with someone, you can go somewhere like with them, and
Yeah.
it's one.
I
I think.
thought it was households. I would have just been
I'm
going
no
out and
lawyer,
doing
I
stuff
don't
and being like, "Hey, this is my roommates."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of
Ooh,
people are
that's a
doing,
good way
Going
around.
and just being like, "Yeah, we live together." Don't check though, like no,
Exactly.
Yeah, don't check my ID, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait, you live in a
trust us.
one-bedroom
Take
place?
Take our word for it.
One bedroom.
We just moved in yesterday, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're
That's why
homeless,
not
so
updated the
everyone
address.
is our roommate. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these people on the beach with us? Nah, bro. They're just my
No,
roommates.
they're just with us, yeah.
The family.
Yeah, right.
No cousins, yeah.
Family isn't DNA. It's
Mum had 30 kids. Like,
who you share Corona with.
Friends of the family get to choose.
Yeah, biggest disappointment of the year, Fast 9 pushed a whole.
Wait, you mean F9, the Fast Saga?
Is that the real title?
I'm so certain it is.
that's amazing. That's
But
great.
what's F10 gonna be? Will it be just
That's
F10?
the
The
legacy.
Fast Saga?
F10, the Fast Saga. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
F10. It's just such a shit.
Dude, I wanted
What's
to see
F20
John
gonna
Cena, man.
Serious 10.
Will John Cena be a part of the family at the end? Is that how
Yes,
it's gonna go?
Probably. They always,
Yeah,
no
he always
doubt.
becomes family. That's just how it works.
He always kills like 50 innocent people and then becomes part of the family.
But
Like,
Han's
they just
back now,
Handshake
so
at the end, like all
Yeah,
good.
Han's back.
all is forgiven. It seems with these villains.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it's-
then him and Jason are just gonna have a drink in the next one and be like, it's all good, man.
Remember
Yeah,
that one
doesn't
time
count if he
killed
didn't
my
actually
best
die.
friend?
Like,
It'd be
Yeah.
awesome if Han killed. What's Jason? Shaw. Just straight up, just.
and then
shoots him in the
Shaw
head.
comes back in 15. He didn't actually
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
That's right. Justice for sure.
The Rock's like, I took him to a special place where he came back to life.
Or he kills
Nah.
Shaw. He kills Shaw, and then they don't forgive Han. They're like, I can't believe you did. And
Yeah,
then
they're like, why did you
they're
do
like,
that?
how
Yeah, yeah.
dare you? He was
They
part
cast
of the
him out.
family.
They're like, go back to Tokyo, bro.
That
No one
was
wants you in that
horrible.
way.
Yeah.
See, my question is like, now that it's confirmed that we have like Kevin Hart and Ryan Reynolds in the universe, will they be in 10 as well? Like, will it be the Avengers Assemble?
I don't know if they'll be in 10. They'll be in Hobbs and Shaw too, but I don't
Yeah,
know about 10.
Wait, are they making Hobbs and Shaw 2?
I
Oh,
don't
sure.
know.
That was a masterpiece.
Yeah. Let's see.
It'll be
How
Hobbs
it
and
is.
Shaw and whatever Kevin Hart's character's name was. It'll be like
Team
the three of
Heath.
them. Heath is very happy.
It's heavy, mate.
Why?
It's the only way to
Why?
get people back to the cinema, you know. So then, you guys are looking forward to Dune. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that you're sad is being pushed or you're looking forward to?
No Time to Die.
Yes, that's devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finally a James Bond fan, so yeah, No Time to Die.
Were
Oh,
you not a
My
James
camera
Bond
just
fan
died.
before?
2 seconds. So yeah, any other thoughts on the industry? Are you guys excited to go back to? Do you miss going to the cinemas, or are you happy sort of being able to get a lot of these movies at
Sometimes
home?
the
I
opposite.
miss
The cinemas.
I miss seeing new movies.
I miss the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still doing it, but like back before it all like really went to shit, New Farm Cinemas did this really creative thing where they would deliver to your house movie snacks, like big movie
Like popcorn
popcorn,
and shit.
the
Jeez.
lollies, the
That's
drinks,
cool.
and so that you and like the choc-tops and stuff, so you could get
Oh,
movie
the
popcorn in
choc-tops,
your
man.
house.
Okay, no, I have a new topic.
What?
Why the fuck would you? I don't understand. We can
Choc-tops?
swear on the show, right?
Yeah,
I agree on choc-tops, actually. I
Please
don't think
do.
it's anything.
Who gets choc-tops for the cinemas? I don't
Me,
understand.
I get
Weird.
choc-tops
They
from the
actually
cinema.
Why?
weird. Get a normal ice
Good.
cream.
Ice cream. Who eats ice cream in the dark?
Me!
Oh, you just mean any
Hey,
ice cream.
wait, you don't know Choc-Tops till you had, little shout out to Newmarket Cinemas here. They had Sonic Choc-Tops that were blue. Hilky, if you're watching this, mate,
I don't want
Sonic
I don't
had
blue
Sonic
choc-top.
Choc-Tops.
wait, the
Oh,
chocolate
they
was
were-
blue
they were-
or the ice cream was blue?
The chocolate was blue, bro. It was
That's cold,
amazing.
dude.
It doesn't sound healthy.
Yeah, but it was funny because they got it for the way back and not Sonic.
Hey, supporting it, bro.
I don't understand. Why get ice cream in the cinema has never made
I don't
sense
think
to
ice
me.
cream's bad. I just think choc-tops average. Just get a normal one.
Choc-Top is average, but you know, sometimes you just
It's
really
not
feel like
bad,
an ice
though,
cream.
it's just average.
Heath, can you write a poem called like "Ice Cream in the Dark"?
Yeah.
Sounds like-
Write a sonnet.
Heath, would you have like a gay time in the cinema?
I don't know, there's something about
Gay
an ice
in the
cream
cinema.
in the cinema. I could get gay in the cinema, but
the hole in Jaden's popcorn.
to keep it on ice cream.
No, but like,
What
just
the
you
fuck?
eat it. What's wrong with ice cream? Like, you don't save it till like the last 10 minutes. Like,
All right,
Yeah,
wait,
you eat
Heath,
it
what
straight
what
up.
can and can't we eat in the cinema?
Yeah,
Like,
what's
what-
a yes or no?
Okay.
definitive rule book?
Okay, it's almost like you could bring a whole chicken parmigiana meal
What the
in like a whole pub feed parmigiana.
You go to the pub next
No,
to the
it's
supermarket
not.
first.
and
Just
just
Take
eat
away
it.
chicken
But
parmy.
that's different. That like the
I don't
smell,
care.
the
I
smell
don't-
in the
I don't give
cinema.
a fuck. There's
I
something
had
about.
I had a full
Something I'll
Big
take-
Mac meal while watching A Wrinkle in Time.
I don't care about that.
and I bet it was way better than A Wrinkle in Time. That Big Mac.
For some reason, just like choc-top specifically, I just can't do.
Wait, so if before a movie I went to Coles, bought a 4-pack of like cornettos, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
I
Like,
wouldn't even like that either. But there's something about the choc-tops.
What's the
that
most
You know what? Every time
acceptable
I
ice
go to the cinema, I'm gonna get a choc-top now.
I can't justify it. There's no
I think
justification.
Heath has a
Like,
repressed
exactly.
memory of like eating one and
Maybe the
when it
first
fell
time
in
you
his
went
lap.
to the cinema, yeah, you had a choc-top and you dropped it, and you're like, "Fuck choc-tops now."
that's
Oh,
definitely
you guys
childhood
there? What the hell?
Yeah,
I think
Heath,
I
Mate, I
was-
I was the kid in front of you.
I think there was like one time I saw one woman had like 4 of them for one movie, and I was like,
Bro,
Four
okay,
choc-tops.
no. See, I just take the one.
yeah, okay, but I still hate it.
What? Okay, we're never
Because
gonna
you know how you get to 4? You buy at least one. And so, like, it's just a slippery slope, bro.
It all
I-
starts with one.
Dude, four's
Yeah,
so good.
I
That's
just-
balls he has. Like, you got to eat those quick before they melt. It's like a challenge.
Yeah,
I hope she ate them. I like to think that she ate them all at once.
yeah, she's just like crumped together. She's like, oh,
She does the cornetto thing where you start at the bottom.
oh.
She's got this little dome of chocolate.
Yeah,
in her
just
hand.
holding it. And just...
Ew. She keeps lowering them in.
Have you guys
Oh.
ever like sat in a like a seat that's had a spilt drink or like ice cream or something?
Yes.
Spilled
Why
drink.
would you?
yeah.
Part of the problem, I think.
Nah, see, I just look. I'm like, nah, that's not a good
Yeah,
seat.
just sit in the dry seat. That's the problem.
And also, like,
It's not that hard.
there's something wrong with me in the sense if I can't see what I'm eating, there's a good chance I'm going to drop it. And I'm
You just, mate, you just don't believe in yourself. Where's the self-confidence?
Yeah,
No,
dude, just-
if I've ever eaten like chicken nuggets like from McDonald's in the cinema with like sauce, it's always like I dip it in the sauce and then I'm like before it goes into my mouth. So,
I want to see this. I want to see this. Next time we go to the movies, we're getting you a
I've
massive.
never had that problem.
I've just like dropped it on myself before and all that.
Can
stuff.
we
It's been
shoot a
nightmare.
video of Heath? Like, we just turn the lights off or blindfold Heath and then just give him a whole bunch of food to eat and just see what happens.
I reckon we have the thing where there's a vest and we attach a GoPro to it.
To the food while I eat it?
Yeah, live
The
vision.
GoPro
No,
with
I'm
the food.
talking about GoPro you and then you just eat food.
Imagine one chicken nugget with a GoPro strapped to it.
Amazing.
Bro, I
love
wonder
it.
what it's gonna see.
Let's do it right now.
Everything.
Have you got chicken nuggets? Hey, can you go get some?
I don't. But if I did,
No,
I should
no.
fucking Uber eat some right now. So by the end of the session, I need a chicken nugget. But so yeah, my two topics was the half-assed coronavirus thing that somebody else can take later. My second topic was why the fuck do people eat choc-tops? And the thing,
Bro.
obviously, I'm greatly outnumbered, but that's okay. It's just my personal opinion. Back to my objectivity versus subjectivity argument. They're objectively a bad cinema food. Before anyone can argue that, we're moving on to the next one.
Sweet. Well done.
And that
Thank you.
topic that he mentioned, you can watch YouTube.com.
YouTube.com/the
Just
Slot Shack.
YouTube.com.
Movies of the
You-
future,
on
episode
YouTube,
6,
it'll come
specifically
up.
about 45 minutes in.
Wow. Thank you
Ooh.
guys. You guys are on it. Who produced that episode? Jaden, were you there for that?
I only produced the good episodes. So
That's
probably
right.
not.
That's right.
Oh,
Nah. I don't remember, honestly.
That's fine.
Producing so many
Um,
things these days, I just
well,
can't-
speaking of Jaden and producing, what's your topic?
My topic, I might steal Heath's little Corona thing. Might go
Okay.
for that one.
What the
That's a
hell,
big-
bro?
I
Yeah,
don't
you
slightly
know.
reword
It's not
it.
like you said you can't steal it, bro. What the hell? Don't steal it.
Put it through the
sorry.
thesaurus.
You're just too good. I got to bring you down, but because there's so much to it. Like you've got all these movies that are like being delayed. You've got like the Oscars, which I don't know how that'll work because the Oscars are what, February? Are they? When are
Yeah,
the Oscars?
Feb month.
Yeah. How does it work? Because like this year is going to be like no movies.
Bro,
And,
best
like stuff like
actor, Vin Diesel, Bloodshot, Vin Diesel,
it was
Bloodshot,
by
Vin Diesel, Bloodshot.
default.
It's just going to be the year where having an Oscar from any of those movies is not going to be respected. No one's going to take it seriously. Everyone will be like, oh yeah, you won the cop-out year.
Picture Bloodshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I know a guy who does like acting, but like low key. Like he's not massive yet or anything.
What's
but
his
he's
name? Just
Wanna give him a
Uh,
shout
say
out?
it for everyone. Send us to Star Now
Can't
page.
Stewart. But
Sweet.
yeah, but he's told me stuff about how like people who've been like who's like acting, they start out in Australia and they've gone to America, and then this whole because this whole pandemic thing's come, they've been like kicked out of the country because they've had visas that have been based on like work, and because they lose the work, they lose the visa, and that's also their
Yeah.
income. So like that's a big thing that's happened for a bunch of people like that. And then also JobKeeper. I don't know like all the stuff on it, but like I'm pretty sure you have to have a year experience in the job, and then there's people who are crew workers or something who do like lighting and all that, and they go from job to job, which means they never stay for longer than a year because filming won't usually last. So they can't get JobKeeper in that line of work because I don't know if this is 100%, but I'm pretty sure they can't get it because
You're right.
they don't have that.
They'd be jumping from job to job, technically. Yeah.
Yeah. All these people in like that sort of like in the media industry who aren't like getting any money or they have to find another job. Well, I guess that's the Centrelink thing, but it still kind of sucks. Like it could mean a big difference for people and all that. So this whole Corona thing is kind of like blowing a lot of stuff up, not just the big
Yeah,
stuff,
really.
not just, like the big headlines of like stuff has been delayed and all that.
Yeah.
I covered the whole topic myself. Like We can move.
You
on.
did. We have nothing else to contribute. You covered it all. Bro.
Everything that you guys would have said, I just said. Like, unlucky.
No, it's crazy because like initially we were like, oh, okay, it'll shut down for like 6 months and then everything will be back to normal and they'll get their jobs back. But then you think about like how many of those guys will have had to find other jobs, other work in the meantime that they'll be committed to. Like you can't like all those sets. Like they're like, oh, I'll just have to wait 6 months now for the Matrix 4 to start filming again, and I'll have that job. But like, how do I survive in the meantime?
Yeah.
They can't really pick up other jobs because they're committed to that contractually.
Like 100%. Yeah, like all their income's going from.
And like they might not even be able to fly depending on where they're from back into the San Francisco, like that's just as an example.
And like a lot of those productions would just be cancelled, so they wouldn't be getting money for the.
Yeah.
With America reopening a bunch of businesses, does that include the film industry?
I don't think so. No.
Unlucky.
No, because even like there's a bunch of shows that like had to end early, like because they just couldn't film more episodes. Oh, like
what, Dragon?
Come on,
like
Dragon, you gotta back
Riverdale, like
Riverdale.
Just the good ones.
So by lots of shows, you mean the CW?
No, but there are other shows. Those are just the ones that I.
And coronavirus has given us one good thing.
Yeah, coronavirus is actually Dragon's topic.
No,
is coronavirus is good because
coronavirus. Yeah, nah.
Why
No,
the
but
virus
like,
isn't that bad?
it's just
100,000 dead, but also no more CWs. So like,
Could be worse, guys.
See, my question is like, how do film sets operate in the future with social distancing? Because you really can't have it. Like the boom swing is fine, right? Because he's like,
Isn't
one guy.
one guy's
There'd be a
fine.
limit on people on the like site as well, so maybe they wouldn't be able to make up the amount of crew. I don't know. Because they do that for like certain shops, like the size of the set would determine how many people can fit in the based on like 1.5 meter distancing and all that.
You're only allowed the actors and the boom guy. That's it. No
they hold
cameras.
their iPhone. Someone holds their iPhone up on a little stand, and then
One
they
hand
just
the
like
boom guy's holding the mic, the other hand he's got his iPhone 6.
iMovie.
Imagine
and then
like
go to cinema.
Imagine like from now on, no movie ever has two people close to each other. They're all like 1.5 meters apart.
A movie
No two
where
people
everything
in one
is
shot.
one person in the
They have like an intimate moment, and it's like, I love you.
or
Yeah,
every
in
time
order
like,
to have conversations, you gotta have wide shots.
every
Yeah,
time they
no.
like cut to someone, it's like just like a completely shot. You never see them in the same shot when they're
Yeah,
having
it's
a
just all
conversation.
close-ups. It's like The Rock and Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Dude, that is the best.
It's like they go
Please
to fight
watch
each other, and then
that.
you take one step closer, and like, dude, what the hell? Social distancing. You're like, oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, especially because I feel like all of this stuff that's, been shot is now being released, and there'll be nothing new being shot for a while. So there'll just be a 6-month gap of where there's no new film or TV.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the thing. What
Yeah.
about would like Netflix and all that be like making way more money? And
Oh yeah, their
yeah,
stocks
maybe
are
people they're
huge.
profiting massively because that's the only thing you can like.
They're worth more than the entire Disney company.
Damn.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Finally being dethroned as the kings.
Yeah, there was something like Apple as well is like so much bigger than Disney.
Yeah.
And there's like things of like, will Apple buy Disney? And I'm like, in my head, Disney is huge, but
Yeah,
it's
Disney's
not in
like
comparison.
massive Goliath in my head. Like,
Yeah,
I honestly thought it was the biggest
Dude,
company.
if Apple buys Disney, that's kind of scary.
yeah, dude.
Probably they wouldn't be allowed to.
How would they not be
What?
allowed to?
Yeah, what would stop them?
Well, because the government can stop that. If
Do you think the American government would stop buying Disney? Do you think they would stop
We're
free
gonna
trade?
build a wall and we're gonna
No,
stop.
it's-
Wait,
it's
why?
if
Why?
they're going to have a monopoly over an industry from acquiring something, the government can stop that, and that means Apple as a whole would have a monopoly on the movie industry and then the technology industry because of Apple. So it's
I
sort
would
of
be shocked if the government stopped them from doing that.
I mean,
the Disney Fox purchase had to get approved by the government for a while.
it's the way that all the studios are going though. Like Warner Brothers is owned by like Verizon, isn't it? And Universal is owned by like Comcast. So
Yeah,
AT&T, that's right. So they're all being bought by cell phone distributors and stuff. So it's sort of we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
Who
Scary
knows,
though.
I'd rather Apple buy something like Sony or Lionsgate or something.
Dude, who wants Lionsgate?
What has Lionsgate made? I don't know what they.
The Has Fallen films, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Imagine
Oh,
that
oh,
being
no,
what
no,
you
no.
want to buy.
Olympus is amazing,
Olympus is amazing.
and I haven't seen the other two.
Reruns in cinemas, please. I'll go watch it.
Yes, yes.
That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, no. So your actor buddy, what does he do if he's did he just get deported
Take a
back to
death
Australia?
Oh, no,
and-
he's not part of that. He knows of those situations.
right,
he's
right.
he's living it. He's on the beach just relaxing. Everything's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's telling me like that other people like experience that just because got all his connections and all that.
Well,
I have no idea what
OnlyFans
he did
accounts.
done, honestly.
OnlyFans.
Could be
Now,
yeah.
you've mentioned
he could have
OnlyFans a couple times now.
Wait, what?
You've mentioned OnlyFans a couple times now. You ready to plug
Because I'm
yours?
sneakily yes. I'll just show them my new banner. It's still called the Slop Shack, but it's
Who's-
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
I want
I
to see an
bet.
OnlyFans. Someone needs to make one. I just need to spend my money somehow. I need to spend all my job keep money.
Oh, don't rub it in our faces.
I mean, nah, it's rough not being, no money.
we'll share it around. I'll buy you guys all a choc top next time we go.
Oh,
to the,
bless
cinemas.
Oh, plus, I get anything else?
when the one guy who voted for Scott Morrison doesn't get the job keeper, there's something wrong.
Damn. All right, welcome to the political podcast, everybody.
yeah.
Still got the mentions.
What do you guys think of government?
Oh, government, yes.
In general, what do you think of government?
Talking and the yelling and yeah.
Look, I'm an anarchist through and through. I mean, honestly, let's just
Harry, until you've burnt down a building, I don't believe that.
let's dissolve it all. Yeah. So I am fascinated to see how it all comes back together. Quick little plug. Speaking of people making films, I don't know what you're doing, Declan, with the film degree, but we basically had to redo our whole documentary slate, and we still managed to make like a user generated sort of snapshot of the whole world where we got people to send in submissions of themselves and stuff for a documentary. So there are some very creative ways people are making movies and content.
Basically, all of our stuff has just been cancelled.
Damn.
Solid, bro.
That's rough. Will you still get to do it next trimester, or is
yeah,
it just all?
They're just sort of we'll do it as soon as we're allowed to type thing. So it just means I'll graduate later, but oh well.
Oh,
well.
they're going to keep you around. Wow.
I thought you were still graduating end of year.
No, well I can't now because
It's pushed back too far.
You don't have the
Yeah.
credit points or something.
our big subject was meant to go over 2 semesters, but because we missed one of the semesters, it means we have to do the 3rd semester.
Oh, fair enough.
Wow. So I'll be the first person to graduate, supposedly, that I know.
I think Jaden's got you beat, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jane.
Jaden.
Got my degree in year 12 education. So
What?
actually,
Wait, what? Like a full bachelor's degree?
no, I did.
Yeah, bro.
I kind of thought we could maybe slide past that. Just make it awkward. Yeah. Just,
Oh yeah.
That's
Asterisk.
the part where I leave.
Play a
Yeah.
song. Play a song. Distract us.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Jaden's topic?
Well, yeah, you've also got like the Oscars and all that, but I guess that could be a whole separate topic if you wanted to. So I just don't know how that works. I have no idea how that. Like, I've only been in one pandemic. I don't know about you guys. This is my first time. I'm a pandemic
It's your
virgin.
first time, yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, I was a pandemic. So yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
how
exactly. You were. You've lost
That
it,
could be a
bro.
good segue if someone wants to snake that.
Speaking of the next pandemic,
Back to Heath.
I can't add to that because I have no idea about it.
wait. Well, we can move on unless anyone else has any final thoughts. I'm sure we'll come back around to it. It's sort of the hot topic at the moment anyway, so we'll probably get there. Declan, what is your topic for today?
I've got a random one. I'll change it if has everyone seen some of the Jackass movies?
Yes.
Yes.
I remember number 2 the most because I saw that all the time.
Jade and Heath.
I only remember number 3, but
I think I've seen one, but I can't remember. I legit can't remember.
Because there was a story about the Jackass 4 getting delayed until later in 2021, and I was surprised by the amount of comments saying how much people don't want a Jackass 4, and I was like, what? How could people not want one? Are you
So,
guys?
I don't want Jackass 4.
What's the problem with
You
that?
what?
I don't
Why
want
not?
Because it's all been done. How many, like, I will be amazed if they can make something that is better than what's already been made.
I feel like I've been grossed out enough, or like made uncomfortable enough. But who knows? They could really make up some new ideas that could make me.
I feel
watching
like
stupid things.
I don't know. I feel like it's such to me, like it's such an old, like it's such a relic of. I don't want to say a relic of an older time, but like
Relic of the past.
When did 3 come out?
kind of like. Yeah, when did 3? I'm gonna look that up right now.
I don't know. I can't.
I feel like it's like 2012 or some shit.
Oh, that's so old. Bro.
2010.
Close enough.
So it's
Yeah,
just like
damn.
So yeah, I don't know. It's been like 10 years. I'm like, I don't know, and I don't know if I'll find a new Jackass as entertaining as I would when I was like 10 years old.
I feel like I've
So,
got
like-
like coming into it where like because I've only seen 1, maybe I haven't seen 2 and 3, so I don't know where they go. So I'm open. I don't know.
Yeah, like you know, they've kind of done like so much gross out stuff that I feel like to do if they're gonna try and up themselves, like if they're gonna try and go one up, like is it just gonna be too much? Or I'm like, this is so foul, it's not even funny.
Maybe they can somehow do like a coronavirus thing for number 4.
Oh no!
Watch me stand 1 meter away from you and then slowly walk towards you.
Cough at all the groceries at the grocery store.
This is the Common Groceries challenge.
God.
Or
I don't know.
on a better topic, is everyone keen for Taika Waititi to do Star Wars movie?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
I just
cool.
love that he kept trying to say, "No, it's not real," and then
Yeah.
like he
I
played it off. It
How long have people kind of known
Wait.
about this? Like, was this a big thing for a while?
was in January, I think, was when it.
Really?
Yeah, it got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Jaden, did you know that Taika played the dad in Boy?
Boy, Taika's not in that. Did Taika direct that? Oh shit! Nah, I have to rewatch it. I don't think he's in it though.
Oh,
I don't
you
know
have to
much
look
about
closely. He's
I
like
don't know much about
he's like in the
Dragon.
background.
I don't really know
Oh
about.
my!
I'm not quite up to date with that. What's it? Yeah, so just because of my.
It looks like we've reached the end of the joke. All right, let's move on.
Definitely the hardest working man in Hollywood, as I said to Declan. Like he's got Next Goal Wins, which I don't know if it's still coming out this year. He's got Thor.
Probably next.
John Favreau.
He's got a Star Wars movie. He's got
Akira?
like 3 TV shows. There's Akira. Yeah.
A Flash Gordon animated movie.
That's right.
Christ. Oh, and he's doing those Netflix Roald Dahl things, like the Charlie and the
Yeah.
Chocolate Factory stuff.
Oh,
So
what?
he's literally like, I don't know how he has any time to do anything.
what is this, like a TV series?
No time to chill.
Time to chill. No, the Roald Dahl thing you're saying, Jaden?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
what
what
is
is
that?
I think it's like an
Anything else?
animated, like 40-minute special that is going on Netflix or something.
Alright,
Cool.
okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
I know how you do Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in 40 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Actually.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a.
Because that's
Maybe
also
I
2
don't
books.
make it faster, I don't know.
I don't like Great Glass Elevator.
I'm still waiting for a good adaptation of that movie. Of that book, I mean.
Ooh.
Can't really-
What do you mean? Like the last 30 minutes of the Johnny Depp movie wasn't enough?
That last 30 minutes was like the best part of that movie, in my opinion. Like
I'd have to disagree.
such a twist.
Oh,
The
I don't
dentist is the
know.
dad. Ah, Christopher Lee, R.I.P.
I don't know, man. I hate that movie so much.
what?
Apart from
It's
every time,
so fun.
every single time Johnny Depp is on screen, I'm having a good time. But beyond that, like,
Yeah,
you've got to
I
admit, it's a
agree
bad
with you.
movie.
Actually, I haven't seen it in a long, long time. So I'm
It's
basing
not
it off
good.
It's nowhere near as good as the original, though. The original is like so
Original's
good.
so much better.
Um,
Just charming.
Yeah, no, I have a pitch. If I ever get into the studio system and I get to make like one sequel to a Warner Brothers property, I have basically written a like sequel to the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that takes place like 40 years later, and it's like Charlie really aged, but it's not actually about Charlie. But anyways, that is my dream project at Warner Brothers, is to do a direct sequel to that movie. It'd be so
Bro,
cool.
just believe in yourself and you'll get there.
Yeah.
That's right. I can make that Willy Wonka movie. I'm happy.
Get that
Yeah.
golden ticket, baby.
That's right. That's right. They're just putting film contracts in chocolate bars and putting them
Yeah,
out in the world.
Like, win a chance to make the sequel you've always wanted.
You find
Oh,
Avengers 5 in a Wonka bar.
Yeah. Let's just give a random person the keys to this IP and
To
just
this
see what happens.
empire, yeah.
It'd be kind of fun, honestly. Like that's a Willy Wonka. That'd be a cool movie, actually. Like the movie about someone giving a kid the keys to a movie. Anyways, what was the topic again?
Jackass.
Yeah, Jackass and then Taika directing Star
Yeah.
Wars.
So Taika directing Jackass is, I think, the amalgamation
He directs Jackass 4. Hell yeah.
of heart and humor. You know.
The
I
final
think-
thing I wanted people's thoughts on was: has everyone seen Tiger King?
Nope.
Yes.
I think for me, I haven't seen it because it's so overhyped for me at this
I'm
point.
the same as Dragon.
I
Yeah,
just don't care. I
it's
don't
too
care,
hard.
and I feel like I'm just gonna be let down.
I don't want to watch
It's
it just
just
because it's
good.
hard. It's like,
Bro, at like work, so many people have said, "Oh, you watch Tiger King," and I'm like, "Bro, stop talking about it. You're
And
putting me off
on
it even more."
Facebook and Instagram shit,
And,
everything
like,
I
so many
see, it's
memes
just
and
Tiger King.
posts, and I'm like, "All right, just chill out." I might get around to it, but like not anytime soon.
No, I'm on Team Dragon with this. It's just so like
Hell yeah.
in your face that it's like I don't want to watch it just to be like I watched Tiger King, this big thing everyone loves. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't care about it, honestly.
That's
Yeah.
my 2 cents.
Were you
So
going
have
to
you
talk
got-
about Nicolas Cage, Declan? Was that what you were going to say?
Oh, yeah.
Leading on to, would you guys watch a Nicolas Cage TV show?
I'd watch that. Yeah,
Nicolas Cage,
probably.
Why would you not watch the real thing and you'll watch the Nicolas Cage
Because it's not
adaptation?
overhyped yet.
Yeah, exactly. Because I could go into it just like,
It
all right,
honestly,
let's watch
honestly
it.
feels like I walk out on the street and someone like throws like a pamphlet in my face, like Tiger King.
Tiger
What's
King,
this?
Tiger King.
Did you
Yeah,
hear
exactly.
about
Whereas
Tiger
Nicolas
King?
Cage, like,
Hey,
you
Jenny,
know,
have
I'll
you
just go.
I don't- The idea of a Tiger King adaptation is so whack to me. I don't understand. Just watch the documentary.
What about Nicolas Cage in it though? Does that not bring me
Nicolas
back? Have you seen National
I
Treasure?
can imagine Nicolas Cage as Joe Exotic.
Heath
Can they
is
name the
okay.
show?
Don't put Nicholas in a cage. The animal
else
rights
it'll be
people. I don't know. There's a joke in there.
Oh,
It is really good though. If you ever get around to watching it, the weird thing is that show would never have been as big as it was without the pandemic. So
That's
like
what
the
it
makers
is.
of that show are like so happy that people
could-
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Tiger's
Sweet.
turn.
All right,
Oh,
Dragon. What's your
my
topic?
turn. Well, I think everyone, and yes, everyone in this chat has such a special place for Batman Forever, which leads me into the topical discussion of guilty pleasures.
Batman Forever. Like it's 100%. Like that's always my
Actually,
top
I've got
answer.
another guilty pleasure that's not that movie. If we want to talk
What?
about that.
What-
Any other
yeah,
movie.
Let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
Batman Forever Appreciation.
Actually,
just
no.
real
I have
quick.
a different one. I have a different one over Batman Forever.
Okay.
You go first, Jaden.
No. I didn't actually have one. I'm just trying to get away from that.
Okay.
Forever.
This is
Batman Returns.
Batman Forever is god tier, but Batman Forever is a very, very special place to my heart. But similar to Batman, Christian Bale. Christian Bale's best film,
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Equilibrium.
I
Now-
knew it. I knew you were going to bring up Equilibrium.
I love this movie. So has anybody here seen Equilibrium?
No, I
half
haven't.
of it, I think.
I want to
Okay.
see it though.
This is to
Okay.
anybody who's actually made it this far. First off, congratulations. I'd be amazed if you have.
Subscribe.
Pretty much, Equilibrium is about Christian Bale, who plays, I forget what his name is, but he plays the role of a Gamaton cleric whose whole job is to. His whole thing is that he's a master of gun kata, which is a gun martial art, and he has to hunt down criminals known as sense offenders. Because they live in a world where people take drugs to remove all their feelings, and if you feel emotion, you're known as a sense offender, and Christian Bale comes to hunt you down with his ninja guns.
This is a joke, right?
It's a real thing.
It sounds like a Rick and Morty episode.
It does actually have a good way.
So shit, but I love it so much. So if you do get a chance, I think it was on Netflix. I don't think it's there anymore. But if you do get a chance, and if you're really bored during the pandemic, please, if you need a laugh, watch Equilibrium. I'd love to listen to a commentary track with the boys about.
It's a commentary track for Equilibrium.
I would love that because that movie is so much fun. Please give it a watch. You'll love yourself if you do it. Watch Equilibrium. Over to anyone.
It's just Heath pitching a script. He's made this movie up. He's just like, Christian Bale in this movie. What do you guys think? Like,
hold on.
He's like, go, Christian Bale, get on this script that I wrote up about people with no feelings.
Like, no lies.
All I remember from it was that it was just like a Matrix ripoff. Like it came out right after the Matrix.
It's 2002.
Yeah, it just has the leather and the guns and
all I know is the slick back hair and the big coats.
Yeah.
The big leather jackets. The description is, in a world where every form of human emotion is prohibited, Preston, an officer responsible for implementing the law, decides to revolt against it. Yeah, Christian Bale's character's name is Preston.
Bro.
So please do yourself a favor and watch Equilibrium. That is my guilty pleasure film.
Watch party confirmed.
Watch part, yes, Equilibrium. Or commentary track, either one.
Equilibrium and Batman Forever are tied as my favorite guilty pleasure films. Ooh. I would like to send this over to somebody else now.
Jaden.
Yeah. Shit. I actually didn't have one. I genuinely didn't have one. I can't. My guilty pleasure would be something shit like Age of Ultron because I just think it's an Ultron.
But that's a generally like.
It's not.
I think it's a really good movie. Like people don't.
I actually don't even think it's a good movie. I think it's really messy.
But like looking back in hindsight, it tied it all together so well.
Yeah, I watched it after seeing Infinity War. Yeah.
Even like things like the Hulkbuster, like they're like, that actually comes back in Infinity War and Endgame. Like
I don't know if you can justify it though, because at the time, if you watch it, you're just like, what is this random?
No, part of me feels like they went back and they're like, wait, Hulkbuster was in that movie.
Yeah, let's just grab this and bring it in.
It's not Age of Ultron's. It's not good on Age of Ultron for putting Hulkbuster in Infinity War.
No, but like, all four of them actually flow really well into each other.
I don't like Age of Ultron. I think Ultron's a terrible villain.
James, do you want us to come back to you for like a proper guilty pleasure? Or is Age of Ultron to take the bullet?
I'll go next.
Okay.
The Meg starring Jason Statham.
Yes.
I love
Solid.
Megalodon.
Solid.
It's so good.
It's so good. Yeah.
Are they doing a sequel?
They made so much money, didn't they?
It made over $500 million. It was a huge hit.
No, part of me is so annoyed because at the end the shark just keeps swimming through people. It doesn't actually bite anyone. I get that it's
I love this that massive beach scene and that massive shark. It's so good.
It's so good. It's such a fun movie.
And then I love this scene where he's getting dragged around the water and he's like trying to swim away from it. And that was great.
Wilson's just like, hell yeah. And I'm like, yes, that's it.
Well, the second one be called Megs. And they'll be like 7 or 8 Megs.
I hope so.
Infinite Megs.
Oh, man.
World War M.
Sounds awesome.
Oh my god!
I really want a sequel.
I do too. That'd be amazing.
More giant sea creatures, I think, is the go.
And I have Jason Statham. Otherwise, no, count me out.
Jason Statham and like whoever's the biggest actor in China, and then they have a forced romantic relationship.
Curtis better come back. He was the man.
No, Ruby Rose was the best.
Oh my god! Can we? Yeah, just her crying in that scene. Oh man.
Hopefully she's too busy making shitty Batwoman shows instead.
I want to watch Batwoman. It looks terrible.
I only really seen her in the crossover, and the crossover was not very good. I'm sorry. Like I just didn't enjoy my
wasn't.
time, which is really
Wait,
sad. But
Is the crossover Crisis the one you're talking about?
yeah,
Crisis, yeah.
Episode
I heard that Crisis was really good.
it's not good.
Look,
And
it's,
really good.
look, it's not as good as I thought it would be, but I
What's
enjoyed it except for the last episode. The last episode of the crossover really ruined everything.
had no need to be there. It's just like, oh, we need an extra episode. Let's just have a giant
It's
toy
like
monster.
the only thing that was relevant in that last episode was probably the first and last 10 minutes.
Ah, but
and
I'm sorry,
everything-
like spoiler alert. They like do a funeral scene for Oliver Queen like 8 times across 5 episodes. It's like, how many
What?
times can we like say goodbye to this fucking character? And he's not even actually dead. It's like, fuck.
I didn't know he died.
Yeah.
That he didn't die.
It doesn't. He's not really dead,
And
anyways.
Look,
He's
the only
technically still
like I
alive.
said, the only important bit in that episode was like the fact that the worlds merged, and that could have just been added onto the last episode. I'm gonna get too much into this because I have so many problems with the crossover, but you know.
Why talk about that shitty finale when we can talk about the amazing finale the Clone Wars had?
Oh yeah.
please, let's
Hey,
talk
Meg,
about
is
it. I'll
this
be
your
right
topic? Is this your topic?
I think the last episode was good, but the second, like the third one in that final 4 episodes. Oh no, the second, whatever the Phantom Apprentice one was.
CJ.
He's out. Has he?
See,
Why has he not seen it?
See, I would have left, but I just started the Clone Wars like yesterday.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but I think that's sort of, what is it? Third last episode was like one of the best episodes of the show. Like, it was so good.
Oh, the Phantom
I think
Apprentice.
Yeah.
the second one, Phantom Apprentice, is probably my favorite episode of all of Clone Wars,
Oh,
potentially.
it's so
It was
good.
and the best part was I didn't even the fight between Darth Maul and Ahsoka wasn't even the highlight. It was their conversation before it
Yeah,
and the music. I
exactly.
was like, oh, the
It was a
build up.
total twist on like what we sort of thought was the case. It was great.
Oh. And then another favorite moment is when they're attacking Mandalore and all the bad guys are attacking them. And Rex is like, oh, sorry I didn't bring you a jetpack. And Ahsoka's like, oh, I don't need one. And then the grin Rex gives Ahsoka, I'm like, oh, the friendship. It's so good.
Shout out to the music in the last 2. They went with this really weird like Blade Runner music that's not
Yeah.
Star Wars, but it really like worked.
I said it to Curtis because I watched it with him. It reminded me of a Chernobyl episode. It was so eerie.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways,
End of Clone Wars was fantastic. Welcome back, Jade.
Hey,
Right,
James.
boys. What's going on?
guilty pleasure wise, Death Note. Death Note is my guilty pleasure movie. I love that movie. You can't tell me any different. I know it's bad. I know it's a bad adaptation, but like I just love that movie. Like the soundtrack is awesome. What they do with the characters is so dumb that it's kind of so fun to watch. The way that it basically took Death Note and then just took the best bits and then put it into like an 80s like Heathers. It's basically like I want to make Heathers but with the cool parts of Death Note, and I love it. I love that movie. I can watch that any day. Willem Dafoe, so much fun.
I gotta see it because I like the original anime. So
It's not
anime's
as good
good.
as the anime at all, but it's if you go into it not wanting an adaptation of the anime, you just want a fun movie that has the Death Note concept in it. It's so
Yeah.
cool. I love
Alright.
that movie.
Jaden,
And-
have you got another one?
I was trying to look up movies. I can't
Alright,
think of one. I have to go Age of Ultron.
Wait, I don't think I've said mine. Anyways, well, obviously, there's
There's a Batman
there's obviously Batman Forever,
Yeah.
but if I had to really dig deep and find guilty pleasures that I just watch from time to time, it would have to be the High School Musical trilogy.
Oh my god, that's even worse than that.
I should have seen that coming.
You should have seen. Hey,
Dragons
go
sitting
further
there, just like
You would have said Sky.
Sky High is fun, but like
Sky High is a classic.
No, Sky High is terrible.
it is not terrible. I will defend that.
Shut your mouth, Heath.
But
It's
But-
so bad.
But we're not talking about Sky High. Look, I
Can
grew
we-
up
Let's go ahead.
in a very Disney-centric childhood. So those three movies are like the pinnacle of my guilty pleasure. I even went out to see the third one in the cinema. It was hectic. You know, those are my guilty pleasures. Look, I acknowledge that they're not good, but that's not going to stop me from watching them every year.
Fair
Every
enough.
year?
Wait,
Tradition.
you watch it yearly?
Yes,
Have you watched it yearly to this point?
ever since they came out.
Surely not. Not every
Fucking
year.
hell.
Yeah,
This is a joke.
Hey,
You're just saying this for the podcast. This is not true, right?
look, hey, I'm not the one that watched Battle Los Angeles every afternoon.
Oh,
Who watched Battle of Los Angeles every
with
afternoon?
Aaron Eckhart.
You and me.
Yeah.
Heath.
Yeah, we didn't watch it every
You
afternoon.
watch it every weekend. Jeez, not that bad.
Much better.
Yeah,
That was
Jesus.
finally yearly
But that was
for
only for like 4 weekends.
Best
People
sport
honestly-
weekend ever.
Honestly, my life has never gotten better than Battle Los Angeles, starring Aaron Eckhart.
That was where it
Downhill
peaked.
Dragon, when the pandemic ends and you guys all go out to the valley again, you have to play "The Boys Are Back" from High School Musical 3, like on the Uber and the way in.
Yes.
Surely not.
Or is that from the second one? I honestly
Ah,
can't.
that's from the third one, bro. They're in the junkyard. They're looking for
That's right. That's right. Classic.
Just how terrible that'll be.
So good.
Jaden, did you come up with another one, or is it
Don't say Age of Ultron.
gotta be a
Yeah.
better one?
It's,
Surely there's an actual like movie where people don't like that. You're like, you know what? I like it.
It's just I don't know the reception. So people like the movie Light. It's got like Ryan Reynolds and all that.
People think it's average.
I
Yeah, look,
like
it's
it.
still
I
pretty
think it's
average.
I think it's cool. I don't know if it's hated or not. That's the.
I really like that movie as well.
I think it's just really fun, and I think
Yeah.
that, like
No, I like it.
it's really like intense and I don't know, it's sick. I don't know if it's hated
I
or
thought it
not.
was-
And I love my favorite part is how Ryan Reynolds is in it for like 30 seconds. That's great. We don't need
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds in the movie.
No, but that was kind of a cool like curveball.
I
'cause
feel
it's like,
like that was there literally. Oh, actually, no, you're right. It was cool how you expect him to be in it for ages, and then he's just gone. I mean, he leaves. I'm not going to tell you what happens. Obviously,
Yeah.
He just decides to leave for some reason.
he grabs some fresh air outside.
Like, you know, guys,
How long does
I'm off.
Jake Gyllenhaal last in that movie?
Hey,
Jake Gyllenhaal lasts the whole movie, doesn't he? Like right to the end.
yeah,
Like the main. Basically. It's him and
Yeah, he's a big guy.
I think.
Rebecca.
I just
Ferguson.
looked it up, and Ryan Reynolds gets first billing.
What? It's so
On
dumb.
like the
Remember
on,
how
like,
everyone
the
thought
Google
it
sidebar.
was
It was
going to be a Venom
prequel. Yeah.
Venom prequel.
Yeah, I remember hearing so much like from that ending scene. I remember that.
It's so weird because in Venom, like the spaceship at the start says like the Life Foundation or something.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
Oh crap. Maybe it is.
That
Ooh.
was a pretty decent movie. I think that was,
Yeah, Life was pretty
that
good.
was solid.
Right.
It's not a guilty
Life-
pleasure,
Life-
Jay.
Ah, guys, stop pressuring me. Fuck.
Guilty pleasure is like Too Fast, Too Furious.
That
The
is
entire franchise of Fast and Furious.
yeah.
Another guilty pleasure for me is G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Oh,
joke.
wow.
I hate it. I haven't even
That's
seen the
awful.
first one, but that Retaliation is fucking
I
garbage.
remember my cinema experience. I have terrible memory, but I remember.
Yeah, it
that.
was with you. Yeah, I watched it with you.
Yeah, you did. Terrible.
I still like the Transformers crossover.
What? No way.
Transformers crossover.
Yeah,
Hey.
with G.I. Joe.
Oh,
How does
my
that
God.
even work? Like what? What do they do?
John Cena's in both franchises, isn't he?
Nah, he's not in G.I. Joe.
Oh, he's not.
That's a rock.
But who's in the first? Oh, it's Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing
Yeah.
Tatum and
They all
Like
sort
it.
of meld together in my head.
I can't
Just
remember much of it.
beefcake.
Yeah.
Beefcakes.
I like the
sweet.
first one a lot actually. The first one was cool.
I haven't seen the first one
Have you seen the second one and not the first one?
because The Rock was in the second one. That's honestly like why I watched
Dragon and
it.
movies is just
Dragon, how was the 5th season of Ballers?
I haven't seen it.
it's got the rocket away. Like what?
I don't watch Ballers.
I just really want to put out there, by the way, Equilibrium is on Stan for anyone who wants to watch it. While I was looking it up on Stan, I also found another good one that I would like everyone to know of, which is The One.
Oh,
it's the-
Jet Li.
It's the 2001 Jet Li
I-
movie.
I love that movie so
where
much.
one Jet Li travels
Isn't
to
he doing
alternate,
this on the cover? Isn't he doing the?
Yeah, he's going like
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
and he travels to alternate universes to kill alternate Jet Lis in order to become the ultimate Jet Li.
There's like
No,
300 or 500 Jet Lis.
So yes,
No, that is. I watched that
You're
as a
making-
kid all the time. That is so good.
Again, that's a Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah, it legit
Exactly.
sounds like
both The One,
Yeah. Jason Statham's in it too. Oh.
Equilibrium. Watch Equilibrium first because it's the best fucking movie ever. So
Or go on Disney Plus and watch all 3 High School Musicals.
definitely not.
Wait, Dragon, did you watch High School
No, I
Musical, the musical, the series?
I did.
Was
Damn right.
it good?
Probably.
I liked
Yeah.
it.
All right, that's an endorsement.
It's real good.
All right. Did we get through everyone's guilty
Harry, what's the
pleasures?
topic?
All right, my topic. So you guys were talking about Batman Forever in the days leading up to this this podcast. And it got me thinking about "Kiss from a Rose," which is one of the greatest songs of all time,
Steel.
which is from Batman Forever. And so my topic is the best movie songs of all time. So things like "My Heart Will Go On" from Titanic or "Danger Zone" from Top Gun. What are your guys' picks for?
That's what the song
Movie
they play
songs.
with Watchmen and the sex. What is it?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Bro, and then she presses the fire extinguisher and it's like bursts out.
What movie is this?
Watchmen.
Sex
Oh, yeah.
scene.
My
That
best
thing was oh.
my best movie song is the Shaft theme.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
that is really good.
Iconic.
What about Creed? Creed's really good. Creed one.
Oh, Creed, yeah.
Is this like best movie song or like movie soundtrack?
Oh yeah, song
Movie-
of sound.
It's supposed to be a song that was written for the movie,
Okay.
not that it was in the movie. You know?
Skyfall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adele.
Banger.
Sure. Yeah, all the Bond themes really. They're all pretty good.
Casino Royale's one. You know my name, Chris Cornell.
Oh, that's a good one.
R.I.P.
Yeah, right. What a
We
man.
never really had a Bond song like that since. Like
Yeah,
a real
that
like
was
rock song.
my favorite one, to be honest. Just because
Yeah.
I like Chris Cornell, but like, yeah.
Yeah. I've got a list of a few if you guys want me to sort of go through them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We've got "Lose Yourself," Eminem,
Oh, 8 Mile, yeah.
which won the Oscars, the first hip hop song to win an Oscar.
That's
I
right.
prefer that Eminem song Venom.
Venom.
Oh, I hate that.
Will he come back for the sequel? Will we get a
Carnage.
Carnage? Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, please.
Oh, fuck. Ghostbusters, baby.
Yes. So true. Have you guys seen there's a an edit on YouTube? I'll put it in the description, or maybe I won't because I've done it in other podcasts before. It's called Bustin', and it's a remix of Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters theme, and it's one of the funniest things you can watch on YouTube. So go check that out after
Write
this.
that down.
Eye the Tiger from Rocky 3.
Oh, Rocky 3.
That
Was it
one.
written for the movie?
It was.
Yeah.
Nice fun fact of the day.
Which is yeah, not a lot of people remember that it was written for the movie. One of my personal favorites, Hero from the end of Spider-Man, Chad Kroger, and half of
Oh.
Nickelback.
Yeah. I remember that was in the trailer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was in the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, Heath, what?
There you go.
See you again.
Oh,
that win.
Yeah.
I can't believe we forgot about that. That's the
Yeah.
One of the biggest songs of all time, really. Like that song was like
Yeah,
huge.
no, that blew up.
Yeah.
That was the most viewed. That song had the most views on YouTube for like a couple years.
Yeah.
What happened to Charlie Puth? Is he still around?
I think he's still around.
One song. That's it.
I just died.
One
Did you
hit
guys
of it.
speak? It's total bit of a tangent, but did you guys watch the Fast 9 trailer event where they had like Wiz Khalifa?
I didn't watch the event, but it came up as live, and I like tuned in for like 2 minutes. I'm like, what am I doing?
It was really weird. It was like Ludacris, who hasn't really been like a big rapper in like 20 years, like
Dude,
doing all
since
his songs. Weird.
I actually forget
Yeah.
that he was a rapper. I just think of him as the Fast and Furious guy. The
Dude,
tech
I
whiz
forget
guy.
Tyrese was a rapper too.
Tyrese was a rapper.
Whenever I see him show up in songs,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Tyrese is a rapper.
That's just weird to me. He's just the idiot in the franchise.
He's the one with
That's
the
all I
big
think.
mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just play the video of him crying right now.
There was this song from Fast 6 too. It was what is
own
it
it.
called?
You own it, yeah, with
We,
Wiz
yeah, that's the one.
Khalifa.
That's the one. I like that
I
one.
remember one of my mates in like grade 12, when I was 12, showing me that video, showing me that song, and he thought it was the best song ever, and I was like, okay, all right.
You don't listen to my kind of music. I'm indie. I listen to we
Listen
own
to 2
it.
Chains.
Yeah.
I'm just
Um,
finding out about these songs being like, I didn't know that these were all like movie specific. I just thought
Oh,
they
yeah.
picked that, and then everyone was like, "Yeah, that fits really well." Like,
Here's one you might have thought was a song before it was in a movie. "Staying Alive" was actually written for Saturday Night Fever.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn.
So
I think
yeah,
there's a sequel to
And-
that called Staying Alive. I think. I'm not sure.
I think so. Yeah.
It's like directed by Stallone or something.
What?
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, that's an interesting tidbit.
Piece of trivia.
No, the best song in a movie was the Happy Birthday Ricky Baker song in For the Wilder People.
Yes.
That's
Did
fair,
you
that's
know
fair.
that they wrote that on the spot because they realized they didn't have the rights to Happy Birthday?
Really?
Yeah,
So good.
Yeah, so they were
Ricky
just like,
Baker.
make it up. Yeah,
It's so good. It's so catchy.
yeah.
Doesn't Michael Jackson own the rights to Happy Birthday or something?
I don't know.
No, I think it's just some corporation. It's just some like massive business. Let me look that up.
It's ridiculous.
Company.
Actually, yeah. Michael Jackson sounds a bit weird. Like Michael Jackson owns
yeah.
Happy
I
Birthday.
was like, sure. How does he get it out of any?
Someone owns it though.
Warner Chapel Music.
Oh, Water Chapel Music.
Warner
possibly
Chapel
own?
Music. Like Warner Bros.
What the fuck?
So like, if you put it in a movie, you have to pay like an exorbitant amount of money.
Yeah, or you have to get the
That's
rights
weird.
of.
I wonder how many movies have actually done it then. That's something for next time.
Best use of the song "Happy Birthday" and was it worth it?
Yeah, real
Was it
video
worth
essay, please.
$1.
Harry, chuck us some other ones.
Yeah, hit us.
Oh, those are my favorites. I kind of thought you guys might have a
I
couple.
found another one that I forgot was
Yeah.
"Don't You Forget About Me" from the Breakfast Club.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah. That's such
Classic.
an obvious one.
yeah.
Fucking absolute tune.
100%.
There's Mrs. Robinson from The Graduate. It's a bit of a classic there.
Yeah.
What else we got? A lot of these are like, oh, there we go.
Theme.
Shaft theme.
Yes.
Kiss from a Rose though, like Batman Forever, like that.
Kiss from a Rose.
If you had ever had any doubts about why Batman Forever is a fantastic film,
It's because of Seal. Seal made that movie whole.
That's a good topic. I did never
That
even
was
think.
good.
That
That was actually really good.
was a good follow on from Batman Forever.
Ah, that's solid.
sweet. Well, speaking of songs coming at the end of movies to tie it all up, thank you guys for joining us on this quarantine special episode of the
Finished my
Slack
drink,
podcast.
so it was a
Now,
good-
has everyone finished their drink? You
Yeah,
gotta.
I have.
Fantastic.
Hopefully, you can salvage something watchable from this.
Yeah,
No,
hopefully
we
this is
totally
somewhat
can. It's been a lot of fun. I miss talking to you guys, so it's been it was good to chat movies once again.
Hell yeah.
As always, you can get your regular movie news and review updates on not as many reviews because there's not a lot much coming out. But oh, actually, real quick, Extraction. I watched it last night. I really liked it. I really think that was a
I
good
liked
movie.
I enjoyed it.
Like I went in
There's
with
a bad
like
review to watch
zero
it.
expectations, and I came out being like, oh wow.
Like it's pretty basic, and it's disappointing that it comes from like Joe Russo. But you know, like it's fun.
Yeah, no, I thought
Yeah.
it was pretty good. So yeah, you can check out movie news and reviews over at movies_of_the_future. Maybe Dragon will revive his movie review account.
Only for the High School Musical trilogy. Only.
Oh,
Oh,
please.
God, I'm following right now.
Please make a whole video review of that.
I'll break it down on an essay. I did a whole uni essay on High School Musical too.
You did.
Yeah, I did. You want to know what I got for it?
Yeah.
I don't.
96.
What?
I know.
The tutor's just a huge fan.
People let this guy review movies.
Bro, shut up. You didn't even know Taika was in Boy.
Shut up. That was in the past. We all make mistakes.
Yeah. If you missed any previous episodes of this show, you can check them out on youtube.com/theslopshack. They're all on audio services all around. You can check out every episode of Movies Are the Future, also on YouTube and on podcast services. Thank you guys for joining us for this quarantine special. I hope that
Thank you,
everyone
man.
is staying safe, watching movies, enjoying yourselves. I'll be very excited to eat a choc-top with all of you guys again in the cinemas when it is appropriate to do so. But until then, enjoy eating ice cream in the dark. I don't know. Has anyone got an outro?
Harry, I'm going to send you a video of me eating ice cream in the dark tonight.
Yeah.
Your guitar.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, Jaden, play us out with a little riff.
Give us bone again. Come on.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool, bro.
I'm not a musician. I'm actually just a model only.
You're just a painter.
I'm just an artist. Yeah, I'm not a. Sorry.
All right. That's
Another
it.
banana peel's still there.